Well, I'm gonna stay standing when Jess is standing, so if anybody would prefer some modifications, just let us know. And I'll sit down and I'll do the best I can to do what Jesse's doing or something kind of like it. All right, so standing up, let's just start moving gently, letting the hips move from side to side, letting your knees bend, trying to stay upright. So trying not to lean forward, letting your hands sort of move down on one side and the other, and letting your hips move in a big circle. And with your knees soft, just noticing how you can feel this in your feet, your ankles, your knees, your hips. Going in the other direction. And just letting your shoulders naturally move in the opposite way from your hips. And coming to stillness, letting your weight come onto one foot and lifting the other heel. Just turning your foot in a circle. And again, you're going to feel this all the way up your legs. So the foot, the ankle go in the other direction. Feeling your knee, your hip. All right, and then changing feet, moving your weight to the other foot. And now doing circles. And then one direction and then the other. All right, and then just coming up to the toes. And then a little plie, a little bending of the knees up to the toes. Down, up, down. Up, down. You can take a wider stance. That can be easier for the balancing. And then just coming up to the toes, and sort of moving. So just moving from foot to foot. A nice way to stretch some of these muscles, easier to balance as we're moving. The same as walking, it's just sort of a controlled fall here. And coming back to stillness. And then moving the neck. So to begin with, just from side to side, bringing your ear toward the shoulder on one side with your shoulders relaxed, so you're not bringing your shoulder up to the ear. And then coming to neutral, and then turning to look toward one shoulder and then the other. And so to begin with, we're just turning the head slowly from side to side. And now turning the head and the shoulders. So trying to keep the hips still. And just turning the head and the shoulders from one side to the other, feeling this gentle twist in the upper part of the back. And now letting this movement start even in your legs. Bring your feet kind of close together, let your knees be soft, and then just letting the twist be in your legs, your hips, shoulders, head. Just pausing here, taking a couple of breaths. And slowly coming back to center and then going in the other direction. And coming back. And then moving the shoulders, going back, shoulder rolls, one side and the other alternating. And then going forward. And coming to stillness and bringing the arms up about shoulder height, palms back, and just pulsing the arms back a little bit. So just feeling the shoulder blades sort of moving together, opening of the chest, and then bringing the arms together in front, sort of rounding the back. And then opening the arms slightly, arching the back and looking up. And kind of rounding the back toward the floor. Coming back to neutral. And then taking a seat. So coming to sitting toward the front of the chair. And we'll just do a couple of exercises here to engage the abdominal muscles. This is just so that can help protect our back. So pulling your stomach in, pulling your belly button in, as if you're trying to pull it back toward the spine and up underneath the rib cage. Breathing here, in your face and your neck and your shoulders be relaxed. It's really engaging these deep stomach muscles. Now relaxing. And taking sort of a deep breath that you can feel moving the belly. And then once again, pulling the belly button back and up. Like pulling that muscles tightly. You might even feel it. I can feel this around my entire pelvis. So even the muscles in the back, low back muscles by the sacrum. And relaxing. Letting that muscle relax a little. It's probably going to feel like there's a little bit of residual tightness, and that's good. We want these muscles engaged. And then with your hands on your legs, pressing your shoulders down while you're pushing them away. So you're not going to move very much, but you can feel the muscles in the abdomen engaged, especially the muscles in the front, sort of all the way from under the rib cage into the pelvis. Just pushing, feeling the shoulders engaged, and then relaxing. Do that one more time. Just engaging these abdominal muscles, letting your face be relaxed and your jaw and your forehead. Let go. Bringing both hands overhead. Reaching a little bit, one hand and then the other. And then bringing one hand down. And with the other hand, just reaching overhead and to the side. And if you'd like, reaching out that opposite leg. So you sort of have one long line. Your foot to your hand, supporting yourself on the side of the chair if you want. Just feeling this long stretch in the side of the body. And coming back to center. And with the opposite hand, reaching overhead, coming at an angle, and then extending that foot if that works for you. And then feeling again this long line, this long stretch along the side of the body. Coming back to center. And sort of moving your hands, extending your feet, Shaking your legs out a little bit. And then just coming back to seated here. Just feeling inside, noticing the conditions in the body, warming up, maybe speeding up a little bit. The body's getting ready for a nice workout. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Jess.
Make sure I'm loud enough. Yeah, so basically that portion of the class is to wake your muscles up, right? To get that feeling of where I'm at today. Then we're going to go into a warm up, right? Just to get the joints loosened up, the muscles, blood to the muscles, all these things to help prevent injury. So it's really, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or, or longer, warm up's really important. So think of total body. I like to think from the ground up, squeezing my toes into the floor, kind of locking my legs where it's stable, or maybe a little wider stance than normal, almost as like a tree, like Carmen explains it sometimes. My core is engaged by pulling in my belly button and squeezing my glutes. Okay, my shoulders are back. My arms are open wide. We're going to go ahead and do a little sun salutation. So let me do a side view so you can see how I'm lined up. My butt's going to go down. You don't have to go far. I got my hands at my chest. Going to raise up overhead. I'm going to lean back just a tad. Then I'm going to fold forward. Listen to your body. If you can't go low, don't go low. Then I'm going to get my little squat in again and start over. Do a few of those at your own pace, of course. Another way to just gauge how you are today. Using all the large muscle groups. I'm going to finish up here and let you guys finish. Good. Oh, the puppy wants something. Susan. All right. Now, this is a great shoulder exercise to warm up. I'm going to start as a Y. Then I'm going to go to a W. Then make an L. Turn my palms down and make a T. Let me flip around for you. Y. W. Get that angle in your arms. Keep your shoulders safe. L. Flip palms down. T. So you want to be stretching your fingertips out wide, exaggerate it. Get the muscles off the rib cage, get the breaths involved. W, L a little bit lower, and T. I'll let you guys finish. That's a great one for posture. Y, W, L, T. Good job. All right, now that's the wake up. Now for the heart rate, okay? We want to challenge our cardiovascular system, right? We don't have a lot of cardio today, but it is what you make of it, okay? It's mostly strength with strength, but that can feel like cardio. If you're at an intensity, just on the edge of what you're used to doing, it all burns like more calories and taxes your metabolism throughout the day. Okay, feet together, palms together. Open it up wide. Little bend in your knees to absorb your body weight. We don't want stiff legs. We don't want to jar on our knees. We want ankle mobility, okay? So kind of sink into it. That's important for balance also. Good ankle mobility. Breathe. About 5 more seconds. And then keep your arms out, please. Keep your arms out nice and wide. We're going to kick and turn like a helicopter. Kick and turn. You don't have to hike your leg up to your nose or anything, but just challenge your balance here. Okay, we're going to hit all talking points: balance, coordination, cardio, and strength. Think about your posture, standing up nice and tall. About 10 more seconds. And it takes a while to get used to if you haven't done your balance exercises of the day. 3, 2, last one. Good. Got my chair behind me as a prop. I want to sit on the very edge, so I'm holding my back upright. I'm not slouching. Feet are nice and wide. We're gonna sit to stand. To do this correctly, you're gonna lean your torso over your thighs just a little bit. I like to have my arms out for balance. Push through your heels. Stand up nice and tall. Now hike a knee up towards your elbow and then back down. Okay, I like combining upper and lower body, always thinking about your core. So upper and lower and core. Pretty much every exercise pair of our class is involved. About 10 more seconds. Again, going at your own pace. You're just getting started. With time, you'll get more comfortable. I'm going to get one more leg. Good. That should be tight. That your heart rate should be getting up there. Breaking a little sweat. That's good. That's good to prevent injury. Okay, your body's ready for what's next. Let's get a hinge and a swim. My weight's on the back of my heels. I'm going to bring my hips back, keeping my back straight. So I'm not going to go low. I feel it right here in my glutes and my hamstrings. Nice underwater swim. Standing up nice and tall. I got a natural bend in my knees, right? No stiff legs. And marry your breaths with your movement. Okay, think about it. Think about matching them up. Protect your spine. Get the most out of the power coming through the heels, through your hips, and out your fingertips. About 5 more seconds. I'll get one more in, no rush. Good. High knees, let's get those going. Now let's do something with our upper body. How about some bicep curls? So I'm just bringing my fists to my shoulders, loosen up my elbow. I'm stacking my shoulders, right? So that means that's what I say when I asked you to imagine putting a pencil in between your armpit, right? So keep it nice and close to keep it safe, especially if you have weights in your hand. You don't want your arms way out here because it's bad for the shoulders. Breathe. About 5 more seconds. Get those hips warmed up. 2, last one. Shake it out. Let's do our little lunge complex. You can have a chair or a wall near you. We'll go front, side, back like we usually do. Trying to keep it predictable for you so you can practice it on your own time. Healthy step out, back knee down a little bit. Come together, side, back, other leg. Arms out for balance. I'm pushing through my toes, powering through my hips, keeping my feet parallel. When you point your feet to the side, there goes your knee, and then your knees are gonna hurt, okay? Stack your upper body over your hips, and eyes forward. Let's do one more each leg. Good. Butt kickers. We'll do some butt kickers and push pulls. Arms out straight. Let's get the heels up and back. Get those going first. Pull in that belly button. Now the elbows. Breathe. 30 seconds. You can do it fast or slow as you feel comfortable with. Little bend in your knees. Sink into it. Five more seconds. 2, 1. Good. You guys want to do some planks? We'll do a few planks. All right, find a surface that matches your ability. You can start at a wall if you're new. I don't think anyone here is new. You can go lower to a a chair or a countertop or whatever you got. Roll on your toes, shoulders over wrists, heel up and back to center, out to the side. Stay on the same leg. We'll do 15 seconds here and then switch. Watch for those hips drag sinking, okay? I'd rather have it up a little bit than low. And if you have low back problems, switch legs. If you have low back problems, your body's gonna tell you not to sink your hips. Pull in the belly button and breathe. Last one. Stay up. Let's roll to a T. Hips and shoulders go up. Fingertips stretch to the ceiling. Take your time on this one. Let's do one more each direction. And then we'll walk it in. So you should be feeling it in your shoulders by now, okay? We'll shake it out a little and go back to a lower body exercise. I'm gonna sweep, it's hard to see from this angle. I'm gonna sweep my leg from the outside, past the midline, challenging the inner thigh. Okay, I'm gonna flex my foot, meaning bringing your toes towards your nose for a little added stretch in the calves. Stay on the same leg. I'll let you know when to switch. Let's get one more. Other leg, please. Walk those hips in place. You don't want a swing like that. You just want to drag as if we were doing this underwater. Last one. Good. Walk it out. Upper body. Let's do a row and a bicep curl. So row for the upper back. Bicep curl, obviously, for the biceps, upper arm muscle. Pull elbow behind you, straighten it out again, curl up, just like we did in the warm-up. Safely switch hands. Other side. That was halfway. Get a couple more in. I'll wait for you. Nice, nice, nice. What else? What else? What else? Let's do some diagonal chops. Okay, so that's great for everything. Actually, you'll feel it in your lower body. You'll get it in your core, and it'll extend out to your hands. And then we'll go to the workout. So hands together, bend in one knee pick a side, and come straight up. You're going to sink into it, almost like you're doing a side lunge. We'll do 5 more seconds here. And switch. Start low, keep your eyes up. That helps out with keeping your back straight. So if you can keep your eyes more neutral than looking downward, follow your hands. Good. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Let's get our weights. So light weights, water bottles, whatever you got. I'm going to use 2 for this one. Bringing back the swing. We haven't seen this one in this class for a little while. Let me talk you through it first, okay? I got my hands dangling in front of me. I got the weight on my heels, just like the warm-up. My butt's gonna go back. I'm gonna snap my hips. So it's very little arm. The arms are kind of just going along for the ride. If you're doing it right, the power's coming from your back side. Let me get to the clock here. Don't go too low. 5 more seconds. and time. That will get your heart rate up. I'm going to go a little bit lighter on the weights. Back-to-back strength today. Some will feel like cardio, okay? Got 2 weights, got my palms together, got a little hinge, feet are nice and wide, legs are bent. I'm gonna flare up my arms to squeeze my shoulder blades, okay? So we're that pair focused on your hips and your back. Clock about 10 more seconds, nice and slow. Fill your lungs with air to cushion your spine at the beginning of the move. Right here, and then blow out. Last one. Standing up nice and tall. Have a seat. We'll do our sit to stand. 2 weights at our shoulders. Sometimes I'll say hands at home. Home is where the heart is. So right here at your chest. The basic elements of our warm-up sit to stand, feet nice and wide, leaning over your thighs, stand up, press up. If you need a modification, start low and then go up front, okay? If your shoulders are hurting you. That was halfway. Five more seconds. I'll get one more in and let y'all finish. Good. Keep your weights in your hands, arms down by your side. We'll focus on, oh no, we're gonna stay seated. Sorry. My bad. Stay seated. Weights down, weights down. Sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna extend one leg at a time, squeeze in our upper thigh muscle. So that pair of exercise zoned in on our upper legs. Of course, the core. Still thinking about posture. 5 more seconds. And time. Back up if you're standing up with me. 2 weights. We'll do a forward lunge and a bicep curl. Okay, let's go opposites. So I'm going to step with my right and lift with my left. So check it out. My eyes are forward, step, curl. Other side, step and curl. Find your groove, push your toes, squeeze those toes into the carpet or your surface, and power up with your hips. Keep those elbows pinned to your rib cage. So your shoulders are safe. 5 more seconds. 2, last one. Boom. Keep the weights in your hand. Nice wide base of support. Focusing on biceps. One at a time. So I'm dragging the weight across my chest and keeping it real close. I call these W's. So that pair kind of zoned in on the biceps, even though we're moving other stuff. Awesome, good. About 5 more seconds. 2, 1, good. Shake it out, big breath in through the nose. Okay, let's get a hinge and an upright row. So we're gonna bend forward and zip the jacket, that one, okay? So weights on our heels, butt goes back, stand up nice and tall, elbows up, no higher than your collarbone, okay? So 2 distinct movements, forward bend, upright row. Relax the neck. Relax the shoulders, nice long neck. Sometimes we find ourselves with our shoulders at our ears most of the workout and then wonder why we're sore. Let's get one more. Good. I'm going to go lighter on this one. And we're going to piggyback that with a push-pull, just like our warm-up. That's going to focus on our upper back and our chest. So I like to do a split stance on this one foot in front of the other. That way I can challenge my balance and work lots of things while I'm focusing on my upper body. So elbows back, push out straight. Eyes forward, breathing. Core tight. That's clock there. Just past halfway, so about 10 more seconds. Squeeze back, push out, squeeze forward. 2, 1, and grab a seat again. I'm going to stay light on this one. I don't want to go too hard on my shoulders today. So these are all things to think about. You know, when you manage your own workout routine on your own at home, think about what you take from here and what works for you. So I'm going to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to lean back. So can you see me? I'm on the edge. My arms are out like a T. My palms are up. My belly button's in, and I'm going to give a hug. Don't let your arms so far back that you're aggravating your shoulder. Just kind of keep it at that T, and then come together with your palms or your weights. About 5 more seconds. You can get a couple more in. Feels good. Good. Everybody up if you choose to be up. Palms facing backwards. One at a time. Front shoulder raise. So that pair focused on your chest and shoulders. All this in 15, 20 minutes. Done for the day. 5 more seconds. Last one. Good. This is our last pair. Sounds good. I'm going to have weights, even though we're not doing an upper body movement for this one. I'm going to have weights just for added resistance. I'm going to go side to side and raise my heels. So I'll show 2 different angles. My feet are together. I'm going to step, bend, come to the middle. I'm going to do a heel raise. Other side. So get up on your toes. Keep those feet parallel, okay? Keep those knees safe. Eyes front. Good. Help your back out. Eyes up. Good. About 5 more seconds. Last leg. Good. Keep these weights if you're comfortable with them. And we're going to go side to side again, but we're going to add a little squat to it. So I'll show you this angle. My feet are still together. I'm in a little crouch. My eyes are up. I'm going to step and squat. So we're using weights. It's probably going to feel like cardio. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. That'll keep your back nice and safe too. Good posture. 5 more seconds here. And time. Shake it out. Get some water. We'll do one more round. I had beans on the stove. I'm like, what's that smell? What's that smell? All right. Wrap your head around, picturing yourself going through what you just did, but even better, okay? You went through a little practice run. Now it's time for the big show. So we'll get the swings first, and then we'll do our reverse flies. So I'll try to set it up for you as best you can, so it'll be a nice, easy flow, okay? Hips go back, swing up. 30 seconds, go on your own. Halfway. 5. Finish up here. Good. Keep the same weights or go lighter. Butt back, back straight. Flare the arms up, little bend in your elbows. Keep your shoulders safe. Pull that belly button in on this one for sure. Halfway. Five seconds, guys. I'm feeling it. 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's stretch our posterior since we focused on the back and the hind legs. Use a wall or a chair. Weight on your heels. Arms outstretched. Let your head and shoulders sink. Take another breath. When you're ready, walk it in. And we'll transition to the next one. Sit to stand plus the shoulder press. So your butt's on the edge of the chair, your hands are at home. Feet nice and wide, eyes forward. Press through the heels. Boom, up. Do you feel different than last round? That's halfway. Five seconds. Stay seated. Weights down. Nice tall posture, one leg at a time. Straighten it out. Squeeze at the top. Just don't do it. Don't just go through the motions. You want to feel it. Slowly bring it back down. Again, as if you were in water. No slouching. Five more seconds, guys. Last leg for me. Good. And then back up if you're up. Let's get our shoulders real quick. We got some upper body work. So we'll stretch our arm out in front of us and pull towards our chest. Wiggle the fingers, raise and lower, whatever it feels, whatever's better for that right there. A breath or two on each arm. All right, you don't want to get in too of a relaxed state. Lunge and bicep curl. Weights by your side. Take a healthy step forward. Opposite arm goes up. Boom. Scrunch those toes. Power up. Eyes forward. Keep your shoulders over your hips. That was halfway. Five seconds. Good job, last one. Let's get those W's. Focusing on the biceps. Elbows turned out kind of, one at a time, dragging the weight across your chest. Keep it close. Pencil in the armpit. About 5 seconds. I feel that burn. Last one for me, I'll let you finish. Good, good. A good bicep stretch is much the same as a chest stretch. Can be done with the back of the chair or a wall. So let's get that long stretch from your hand all the way to your upper chest. Have to sink into it. So if you're in the chair, you're leaning away from the limb. Take a breath or two and switch. All right. Next two, we'll do our hinge and our zip the jacket. Hips are going to go back, elbows go out to the side. Imagine yourself doing it. Picture it. I want my hips to look like this. I want my back straight. I'm going to breathe here. And then again here. Go at your own pace. Squeeze in the glutes. Pulling in your belly button. That's going to keep that hip protecting your back. So no low back pain today. 5 seconds. Couple more. Good. I'm going to get some lighter weights and we're going to do our push-pull. Start out with your arms straight out in front of you. Pull the elbows back. Punch it out again. I'm going to do a nice long split stance. Right? Get nice and grounded. Arms out in front. Pull. Push. Pull. Notice my hips are not going anywhere. They're square to the screen. That's happening because I'm locking my glutes and my belly button. And keep it nice and stable, which helps with balance when you're walking and climbing stairs. Squeeze, pull, squeeze. 5 seconds. And time. Good. We did a little back leg work there with the hinge. So let's have a seat, one leg straight out, toes towards your nose, other leg bent at the knee. Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders over hips, eyes forward, bring the chest a little bit towards your knee. Don't roll forward like you're doing a cat-cow. Nice breath, sink into it. Come back up and try that again. Reset. See if you go a little bit lower, if it's a little more comfortable. Good. I'm going to switch. I got to do these throughout the day. So these come in handy. Anytime you're sitting or waiting for something, I'm going to go down one more time. It helps out a lot. Put all these tools in your toolkit. Will be good as new, right, guys? We're going to stay seated. I'm going to grab some lighter weights and we'll do the hug. The hug. All right, edge of the chair. Leaning back just a little if that works for you. Palms up, elbows a little bent. Bring it together. Slow and controlled. Feel that in the chest and the shoulders. Feel that ball up. That's about halfway. You need to break. I'd rather you do that than have bad form and hurt yourself. 5 seconds. Last one, then stand up, please. If that's your mode today. One arm at a time. Front shoulder raise. Palms behind you. Good. That's about halfway. So we're not swinging it, right? We're not doing those swings again. Slow and controlled. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 2, 3. Down. Good. Let's see, we stretched chest and shoulders already. We should be okay. Let's do our side to side lunges with the heel raise. I'm going to use weights just for resistance, even though I'm not moving my upper body, still holding something, challenging my muscular system. Feet are together, out to the side. My feet are parallel. Eyes are forward, up on your toes, other side. About 10 more seconds here, and then we'll do our side to side squats. 3, 2, 1. Feet are together, eyes are forward in a crouch. Hurdle over that log. Knee up and out. That's working your lower abs really well when you hike your knee up. And of course, your legs are feeling the burn. Keep those shoulder blades together, eyes up, and your back will be just fine. 5 seconds. Whew. 3, 2, last one. And up. Don't stop moving. That's it for me. Terry will guide us through a cool down. Nice.
Hey, that was great.
Thank you.
I like that. Yeah. Some moves I haven't seen for a while or before. So that was great. So as Jesse said, just keep moving. Maybe stepping side to side. Stepping the feet together. Up to the side. So we're still using some of those same muscles in the joints. We've done a lot with the hips today. Doing circles with the hips. And as we're doing this, just letting your breath slow down. Getting in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're just slowing our movements down too here. Sort of letting the body stretch out. We're going to come back. Coming side to side and lifting one shoulder up. You come to that side, sort of lifting, pressing into it. And then doing circles with the head. Again, slow ones, getting your shoulders involved. In one direction and then the other. And getting a chair, coming back into sort of this extended posture, legs back, hips back, knees bent, your head and your back. Come down, pressing your hands lightly into the back of the chair. Just engaging muscles in the shoulders. And then straightening one leg and then the other. And sort of bending down a little bit with this. So just feeling this stretching in the back of the hip. The low back muscles. Bringing the shoulders up, moving one foot forward, bending that forward knee, keeping the heel on the back foot down. And just pressing that heel down, bringing the body up. Just feeling that stretch in the gluteal muscles, the back of that leg. Switching legs, so bringing the other one back. Bending the forward leg, keeping the heel of the back leg down. Just feeling that stretch. Coming back again with both feet back. Bending forward a little bit, pressing down into the back of the chair. And walking the feet forward. And just stretching up toward the ceiling. With a very slight, just a slight arch in the back. And then coming more straight with the back and turning. Or turning the hands in an arc. So looking toward the ceiling. Letting the arms come down and then with palms back. Just pulsing. Pulsing the hands back. Just coming to stillness. Again, feeling the body now, feeling the body having worked out, having stretched out. And sort of noticing how it is inside, the warmth, the feeling of having put this effort into this practice. So thank you all for joining us. Yeah, come on back.